Ah, you're back. Hello everyone, it's Nick here from Nick's News and Reviews, and we're on the Game Boy Advance here. We're going to have a look at the SEGA Arcade Gallery, developed by Bit Studios and published by THQ in 2003. Licensed by SEGA, there's 4 classic arcade games on this: Afterburner, Space Harrier, Outrun and Super Hang-On. We're going to look at all of these in turn, but in individual videos. So let's have a look at Outrun. Now, there's not a great deal of depth in any of these games, but that's not why we play them. It's great pick up and pay value, and I think 4 games on one cartridge is pretty good going. Pretty good value there. Now, I looked at Outrun on the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore Amiga, and they're both pretty dire, so I'm quite pleased that this version is pretty good. For a handheld, it knocks the Amiga and the Spectrum for 6, but this did come out a lot later, but you have to remember this is a handheld. So let's see how we get on. Now, the Amiga version is way too easy, and I completed it on my first go essentially. This one is a lot harder. Time's ticking down in the top left. Good music, good sound effects, good arcade action. It's not quite what the arcade version is, but it's pretty close. Can't really grumble really. So 4 games on one cartridge there. Fantastico, as I park it in front of a palm tree for some reason. But quite often these arcade classics are pretty good value. I think Konami's got one as well, and Namco also, which I also own, so we'll have a look at those at some stage, no doubt. There's 5 or 6 stages on this. I doubt I'll complete all of them, as I easily did the Amiga one. But it's quite fun to play this, the speed is good. There's a lot more traffic on this than the other versions I played. And near the end of the stage you come up to forks in the road. I don't know if going left or right increases the difficulty. It gives you different scenery, which gives the game a replay value. Crashing into cars, of course, slows you down. If you hit the major scenery on the side, the car flips round in spectacular style. So we're driving our Ferrari Testarossa here. There's a girl next door to me in the co-pilot seat, passenger seat. Now, funnily enough, on the Amiga version, that if it changes directions, they swap seats because they couldn't be bothered to code the graphics. But no such sloppiness here. Everything that's in the arcade is in this one as well. I think might slightly less music. But you got a choice of 2 tunes. So we'll vary it. We'll have a few goes at this because I doubt I'll complete it in with one go, or even 100 goes. But we'll have a few attempts. So we're on stage 2. Don't know where we are. Some sort of... It's not the desert exactly. It's, I don't know, some fields. Traffic is pretty consistent, so we've run out of time, I think. Oh, so we almost got to the 3rd stage there. So that's our aim in this review, to get to stage 3. There's the map showing our route. Good music. Brings back warm memories, this one. Outrun. I'm not sure if Turbo Outrun or Outrun Europa come out on the Game Boy Advance. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And I'm not sure if they come out individually. They come out in this SEGA Arcade Gallery as a 4. I think there might be some other games released by SEGA, but these are the big 4. I've never played any of these arcades on MAME, so I'll have to get round to that at some point because they're supposed to be identical. Although I do believe in the PlayStation Store, I think you can get them for the PlayStation 3 now, and possibly 4. Right, Passing Breeze. Get ready. That guy waving the flag's a bit dodgy graphics. But anyway, let's see if we can get to the mystical stage 3. I think that's, well, if I choose the right path, I think that's the desert, you know. It's nice to be able to drive a Ferrari. I don't get to do that every day as I smash it into a tree at full speed. But you might have noticed all these Outrun games by SEGA, the cars have 2 gears rather than 6. You have to do it manually, of course. Low gear and high gear, which you might be able to see, those people with eagle eyes. We might have to get really close to the screen. H and L, there we go. Just change to L, that's in low gear. So some corners you can take pretty much flat out. Sometimes I'm having to brake, but it's better to control it by dropping down a gear, I think. So if I crash 3 or 4 times, then of course I'm not going to do it. So you need to avoid everything. Not over generous with the time. But if you can ace the first stage, that really sets it up. which I haven't been doing. Really, I like to cross them over about 10 seconds ago. Oops, it's fork in the road. I think I've taken the most difficult path. It's 8 seconds. Right, so 67. So really I wanted to cross that with like 70 odd seconds to go to give me a chance. So I'm already about 5 seconds behind on what I think is the ideal time. And I've chosen the most difficult of the routes because the road's slightly narrower, so I shouldn't have done that. Lots of rocks, lots of lorries. Whoops. And that's the bit I don't like in the game. It's annoying. If you slow down, following traffic will go straight through you and render you to 0, and that just costs you way too much time. I'm impressed with this Game Boy Advance. The colouring is quite good. It's got a nice palette. I'm not sure how many colours the Game Boy Advance could do, but quite a few judging by this. Great speed. Some of the racing games suffer from low resolution where it's a bit hard to see where you're going, but this is okay. They've done well. Well done THQ and well, Bit Studios really have developed it. Yeah, captures the arcade play and style really well. Haven't played this for a while, you know, and I'm starting to prove it. But I haven't played it for a while. I wish I had, because it's really good. It's really quite fun. Used to play it a lot when I worked in London on the train there back in the day. Train journeys that didn't seem long enough. Whenever there was a delay, I'd say yes. I prefer to be delayed going into work than coming back, which often was the case. It was delayed coming back. Right, we still haven't got to stage 3, have we? Don't worry, we'll come to those other games on this as well, but we're concentrating on Outrun at the moment, if you haven't noticed. Right, different music, Splash Wave. Let's get to stage 3, or stage 4, or even beyond. Actually, I prefer this music. It's similar, actually, but I prefer it. The lorries sure do drive fast in this. All the traffic drives pretty fast. I mean, we're going, what, almost 280 kilometres an hour at top speed, but they must be going only about 10 miles an hour slower, or kilometres an hour slower. We're not zipping past them at great speed, are we? Everyone's speeding here. There's no police in this game, which I'm aware of. Haven't seen any as we go past the beach. And we smash into someone's beach hut and we get chucked out the car and sprawl all over the road. But as you do, we just calmly get back in and continue on our journey. This makes me want to move to Miami or California or somewhere. How easy is it to emigrate to California? I'd imagine pretty tricky from the UK. You have to think of a reason why you need to go there, I guess. Could I go there and wax surfboards? Or even sell hot dogs? If you're from California, let me know. I'd like to emigrate to California, where the weather's hotter and well, yeah. We have guns there, don't you? But I can get a bulletproof vest or something. It's worth the sacrifice to get out this cold weather, I think. Right, so we're on stage 2 after all that blithering about. I didn't see how much time I had left when I did go over the checkpoint, that's it. But don't bash into the scenery, that's what we should do. I don't know what the storyline is of Outrun, I've forgotten. We're going through different parts of the country anyway. Boom. Half a minute left. Can this be done? I'm not confident. As long as there's no traffic. There's not many traffic lights, is there? There's no oncoming traffic. Right, let's wait till the road forks. We've only got... Oh, it's going to be close. I think this is going to be close, this. Oh, the scenery's changed. 6 seconds. Come on, checkpoint. Yes! Kaboom! Did I impress you? Oh, there's lots of tumbleweeds all over the place now. Oh, I don't care what happens now. If I get past this stage, it's a bonus, but there we go. Phew, what a relief. So I've made this Let's Play at least half decent in terms of reviewing. That's what we're doing. Reviewing, seeing what the game looked like. Not necessarily that good each time. Quite often with a video I have a rafter of tips of what I've done wrong or what I should be doing. But keep on coming, I like it. It emphasised my crappiness, but keep on going, it makes me laugh. And also I learn a bit as well, so I have a go at the game again and I get better. And I hope other people watching the video do too, read in the comments. As part 1's the video itself, part 2's the comments. both are equally as important, I think. So thank you if you're commenting. Or if you're watching, thanks as well. What we got? I'm gibbering about here. We've only got 7 seconds left. This don't look great. Oh, there's fork in the road. But the scenery's changed. Well, at least you saw what the next stage would have looked like if I had got there. I like it this is more difficult than the other versions. It's how it should be, really. Gives it a bit of come back to value. But I hope you liked having a look at that one. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps me. That's been Outrun from Sega Arcade Gallery on the Game Boy Advance. Thanks for watching. Until next time then, goodbye.
Goodbye.